Thinking about this particular group of students, the writing, film, and media arts students, was a nice challenge, but also particularly exciting because film and media in general can open access to a site that might not otherwise be accessible, or think about making the invisible visible.
Two words that come to mind are mellow and hollow, and the sounds that this place brings and the sounds that the place demonstrates, even when you walk or when you touch something, it's so riveting, I should say.
I'm sorry, pause. Okay, restart. It feels really interesting because this place is so peaceful and quiet, and right outside is Boston with all the cars, and it's really loud. It's kind of a contrast.
Being from Boston, and so it's like cool to like, you know, look at all the things that I know, but like how they all connect to each other.
Every week that I came here, I kind of got more comfortable, as though the space was like my house.
It's gonna rip all the hair off my arms. I don't know.
So like we first like exploring this place by like touching like the pew and like the doors, and as we're like this is like the connections grow deeper with this place, we kind of have like our own emotion and like connections with the place.
Like obviously you can just sit in a space and look around, but I think to really like deeply interact with the space, you have to physically interact with it.
The three questions that I've been asking them systematically throughout the process is, what are they most engaged with, what are they least engaged with, and how do they make their creative process visible? We started to think about themes, and the three themes that emerged for us were discomfort, especially when we think about expectations and the ways in which the space was used. Visibility, who has access to the space, but also what's visible within the structure, within the way the windows are structured, within the way the lights are formed. And last, community. How do people gather in this space today, and how is the space used communally, or how has the space been used communally?
The theme of my project is loss. So then I got here and I was like, well, why is like all of the space like in the ceiling where no one can use it? So I was thinking that's really sad because all the space is lost. So I was thinking back as to what I was originally going to do and how I can't do it because I lost a lot of the skills that I used to have when I did take dance and gymnastics.
I enjoy sitting in the corners and mainly sitting near the window and just see what is happening, like the people passing and like the cars.
I see this place as church, and I treat it as such. Growing up in church all my life, it's kind of like you respect the space. Even though you're exploring, you respect it.
How did the ISO change? When I've been exploring the space, I would record myself with a camera and also with an audio recorder and a mic. I would describe like my surroundings, demonstrate to the camera what I was talking about while I talked into the mic, and that kind of helped me explore and see the more intricate details and what I was interested in this space, like the pulpit and the stairwell and the clock.
Film and writing, I think, offer an opportunity for these students to think and craft a way of their own engagement with the site. Not just saying, hey, this is just another studio space or this is another blank canvas. This is actually a place that's laden with its own history and the ways in which we can start to think thematically or start to use research that's specific to the site.
We're trying to make the viewer almost uncomfortable by breaking that non-spoken rule of formality.
Immediately we were trying to see like what we can stand on and like what we can put ourselves in between to make ourselves look interesting. We're definitely looking for uncomfortable noises as well.
You put your arm like flat, like your hand.
We are going to make a triptych.
We might also use video next to the text, and we want there to be contrasting themes.
To make you feel uncomfortable.
I am exploring the different places where different people would sit, and you know what happens when those people don't sit where they're supposed to, and the feelings and thoughts that come off of that.
Do you have any more questions for me?
I don't.
Okay,
Do you have anything you want to say?
sure. Here in my shot.